Keeping your home locked, keeping your doors and windows secured.
The killers are out there somewhere tonight after murdering Amanda Blackburn, pregnant with her second child.
There are no more boundaries.
Even those who see the violence on the streets every day are left shaken by this crime. And they worry tonight that it's not over yet.
There's no place in the city that is going to be safe from this kind of violence.
And there is a series of developments tonight in a case that is now getting national attention. Good evening, everyone. I'm John Stair.
And I'm Andrea Moorhead. First tonight, police now say they have cleared Amanda Blackburn's husband, Davey, on any involvement in her murder.
Also, surveillance video from the gym that morning backs up his timeline.
And the autopsy also confirms that the killer shot Amanda Blackburn in the head.
And tomorrow morning, Metro Police will update where things stand on homicides in the city over the past 11 months.
And tonight, police are now reviewing surveillance video from homes near the Blackburns to look for the killers.
And Eyewitness News reporter David McAnally spoke with community leaders who say we will see more violence like this in Indianapolis. Dave?
John, the planning is about to begin getting underway seriously now for the memorial service for the victim here and for her unborn child. While in the building behind us, the police continue their round-the-clock search efforts. The coroner made it official Thursday. A gunshot wound to the head killed 28-year-old Amanda Blackburn. The coroner not yet saying whether the pregnant woman and mother of a toddler had any other wounds, like defensive wounds from putting up a fight.
Obviously, our detectives were back out there last night following up with that case.
Wednesday night, crime scene investigators cut apart something inside the victim's house. We could hear the power tools, and they took more photos. Police also have weeks of surveillance video from other private security cameras at other nearby houses. One man handed police his hard drive. That homeowner said,
at least the investigator was able to discern, the car and some of the details.
A possible suspect car.
Yes.
And people are seen on the video too, he says.
That looked a little suspicious.
All that video to be studied.
To see if we can find the killers.
Asked about suspects, a police spokesman repeatedly used the plural.
To bring these killers into our custody and bring them to justice.
Then asked about that, clarified.
We don't know how many we're looking for at this point.
This was in a location that normally we don't see that kind of crime.
Reverend Charles Harrison and 10-Point Coalition members walk the streets to bring calm after violent crime strikes, usually in some of the city's most dangerous areas. But the rape and home invasion robbery on the north side 2 years ago and recent drug-related murders in Butler-Tarkington show violence is mobile. And while no one knows where the killer came from, Reverend Harrison says recent events show
if we don't address the violence in the urban core, then there's no place in the city that is going to be safe from this kind of violence. There are no more boundaries.
And as police continue their efforts in the building behind us, they want people to remember this, the reward that's available for information in this case. Call Crime Stoppers at 262-TIPS. Back to you.
All right, thank you, David McAnally on the northwest side tonight. Now, the Blackburns moved from the Carolinas to Indianapolis almost 4 years ago to start Resonate Church. And tonight, friends in their old community are sending their prayers. Now, the couple both went to college at Southern Wesleyan University in South Carolina. Amanda's husband, Davey, also worked as a pastor in the area for 4 years before the family came here. His former church is asking people to pray for Davey, his family, the investigation, and that justice will be served.
Now, Amanda Blackburn was about 12 weeks pregnant, and that could even mean now a harsher penalty for her killers. After pregnant bank teller lost her twins when she was shot back in 2008, State Senator Jim Merritt wrote a new law adding 6 to 20 years to an attacker's sentence. Under the Indiana feticide law, the criminal has to know the victim is pregnant to get a tougher sentence. Merritt's law does not require that.
We wrote legislation to protect the unborn from situations like this, and regardless of what has happened in the last couple of years of softening the penalties, this stays. When you wield a gun, it's a serious situation. You kill somebody, you may kill two.
Now, in the 2008 case that inspired that new law, the bank teller survived. Well, we did some checking, and in the last year, within 1.5 miles of the Blackburn home, there has been 1 other homicide, 2 attempted homicides, and 123 burglaries. Now, to check crimes in your neighborhood, just look for the interactive crime map on our website at WTHR.com.